watching something right now. Sorry if you hear stuff in the background. My roommates are watching something, and the TV is like right on my wall. Let me turn this camera around. Can you guys hear me? Hi, Laura. So, working on the giveaway baby. I've decided to fully root the baby. So let me show you. If you haven't seen Bean, it's bad lighting, but there's pictures up on my Instagram. Hello, Maribet. I think I'm saying it right. Hello, Sassy TV Mom. Hi, Jessica. Yeah, so I'm just gonna. I decided that because originally the giveaway, I was just going to. Hi, Marcella. I was gonna just root a small patch of hair in the front, but I decided I wanted to practice doing a swirl, and I had this leftover hair from June, the June Real Board June that I did, and I decided just to go ahead and use the rest of that hair to fully root the doll. So it won't be done by tomorrow, obviously, but I'll still be picking the winner tomorrow. So I'll be picking the winner probably whenever I get back from, because I'm going out with my friend, my best friend, around 4. So I'm guessing no later than 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when I'll go live, or I don't know if I'll do it live, but that'll be around the time where I pick the winner. Will be around 8 p.m. latest at the latest. Can't give exact time because I'm not sure when I will be back. But it will be tomorrow. So whoever wins will just have to know that I'm not going to be done. But I should be finished by the end of the weekend because it's a small head. And I just started today and I already did 2 sections. So, and I'm about to probably do another one. Yeah. Happy early Valentine's Day. Thank you. Thank you. Haven't been getting your notifications. Oh man. So the video where you enter is God, what did I title it? I think it's like the official Valentine's Day giveaway or something like that. Give a little love giveaway. I'm trying to wait for the head to warm up a little bit. I think it's okay. I think it's warm enough that I won't break a whole bunch of needles. Yeah. Yeah, the lighting, yes, this little light has saved me so much time. The very first head that I rooted, I tried doing the sock method, like the rice sock. It was horrible. The rice smelled so bad, and I just couldn't do it. And then I read online on one of the forums that you can use the replacement salt lamps, like lights, and I found one on Amazon. I think it was $7, and you just buy the bulbs from like Walmart, and it's been a lifesaver for rooting. So Bean will be the third doll that I root, and Bean will be the first one that has a swirl. So hoping it'll turn out okay. Yeah. So hopefully it'll turn out okay. If not, I mean, I don't see how I could really mess up too bad. Plus, you know, someone's getting a free rooted doll, basically. Of course, they'll have to put it together themselves because this is not going to be a completed like kit. It's a painted and rooted kit, so they'll have to buy the body and stuff themselves. But yeah, everything else it's done for you. So if the rooting's not the best, it's not the worst thing in the world because at least you're getting it for free, you know. And plus, I always say that I'm a beginner artist because I am, and I want people to realize I'm definitely still a beginner, and it's not going to be perfect. And you know, like this 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 vinyl for some reason I've had a lot of trouble with it. For some reason it was taking paint unevenly, so Bean's skin tone is not as smooth as I usually like my skin tones to be, which is another thing that I want people to note. I when I posted Bean last night, I got mostly positive comments. Someone tried to say that Bean's eyes were too big, and I was like, I used the recommended eyes, so I don't know what to say about that. Um, if the eyes are too big, it's not my fault. I used the ones that were for the kit, like recommended. Hi, Bottle Babies Reborns. Yeah, so you guys tell me, do you think Bean's eyes are too big for the kit? I don't think so. I personally think they fit perfectly, but this person on this, I think she was like a teenager or something. This girl on Instagram said that poor Bean's eyes were too big for the kit. Hi, Gina. Hi, Reborn Dog Collective. Yeah, I don't think the eyes are too big. I think they fit right. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy, and I don't know. Anyway, but I think Bean will be finished rooting by Sunday, and be ready to be shipped by Monday. If not, the person who wins is just gonna have to be patient because, I can only do so much and finish rooting this whole head so fast, without, because I've already broken quite a few needles and I don't want to keep going fast and breaking a bunch more. It's super frustrating breaking needles. So I'm gonna try not to break too many more, but I feel like it's gonna happen, especially on this swirl that I'm doing. But yeah, another thing, it might be a little while before I do another giveaway, just because this giveaway has been really, really aggravating. Let me tell you, people don't people don't listen. Like, I don't know what else to say. People don't listen, and I thought I was very clear in the original giveaway video, like what the giveaway was going to be. It wasn't going to be a completed doll. I thought I made that perfectly clear, that it wasn't going to be, I wasn't going to assemble it. And I thought I made it really clear how I was going to do the giveaway, the rules of it. And still, I had about a million questions of people asking me all of a sudden, like they waited till now, like the giveaway has been going on for a month, and that video has been up this whole time, and I've been making posts about it and talking about it on my channel, so it's not like I just started talking about it. But people who claim they've been following me all of a sudden are like, well, they asked me a bunch of questions about it, and I'm like, well, it ends tonight. Tonight's the last day, or today was the last day to enter it. Is the last day to enter it. So I'm like, you waited. You claim that you've been following my channel. You claim that you've been watching my videos, and then you're just learning about the giveaway. And now you have a million questions because obviously you didn't watch the video where I directed you to it. Like, there's someone who I told them about the video, and I told them where to find the video, and they still had like questions that I answered in the video about the giveaway, and I was like, okay, just watched the video. That's all I have to say. But I think your giveaway rules were very clear. I thought so too. But yeah, I'm so over people, and I think for a little bit I'm gonna have to chill out with the giveaways. Um, just because I don't want to have a million people messaging me questions that I've already answered, you know. Hello, Eevees. Yeah, people. Yeah. So if you saw my Instagram, someone was trying to say that Bean's eyes were too big, and that's like such a nitpicky thing. If you don't like um the way the doll looks, then don't enter the giveaway. If you don't like how the eyes look, what's the point of you commenting that when it's just a giveaway doll that you're gonna get for free anyway? So I don't know. I think overall Bean turned out pretty well considering the problems that I did have with the vinyl, not taking paint how I wanted it to. I think overall Bean turned out pretty good considering that. Um, so it is what it is. Someone asked earlier. Someone asked earlier, was I warming the head while I'm rooting? Yeah, that's what the light is doing. It's warming up the head. But yeah, I just wanted to rant for a second because people are being super like ungrateful. And for the most part, it's not the people who join me on these lives. The most part people who join me on these lives are people that I genuinely conversate with usually anyway. But like random people who just come to have handouts basically are ruining it for people basically is what I'm trying to say. And then if you saw my Instagram story, I had to um I had to delete a few people off of following me on Instagram because yeah, I'm going to say it on my live too because I'm a very political person, and for the most part that I keep it off of the reborns because it's kind of unnecessary for the most part. However, I've had quite a few people follow me on Instagram all of a sudden, and on my people trying to add me on Facebook. I've added a few people on my Facebook and deleted them because they started posting very ignorant things. I am not one for willful ignorance, and I can't deal with that. So at this point, unless I know who you are and you tell me that you're adding me, I'm not going to add you back on my personal Facebook because that is my personal Facebook. Um, and these are people who are like posting things about trans people, which I don't stand. If you're going to be hateful towards a group of people, I don't care what group of people it is, I'm not going to stand for that. I don't care if you're talking about gay people. Definitely don't be racist because obviously I'm black, but like I don't stand for that kind of thing. So I had to delete a couple of people off my Facebook who had added me from, I'm guessing they found me on YouTube and tried to add me and started making those posts. And I was like, oh, nope, I gotta delete you real quick. And I will delete you real quick if you start posting ignorant things that you obviously don't know about. And then today on Instagram, I had my last straw with some people on Instagram. I don't care if you like Trump, but if you are still supportive of him despite all the things that he has said about not only people of color but women, I don't understand how women can still support him despite all the things that he has said. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. So I had to delete this woman off of my Instagram today, um, off of my account because she was like posting Trump 2020 and like all these really ignorant things. Like she posted a joke about like the Mexican word of the day, and the Mexican, it was like a meme, and the Mexican, it was so racist, it was so horrible, you guys. The Mexican word of the day was beheaded, and the like punchline was Trump beheaded to the presidency in 2020. Like, come on. Like, I could not with that. That is so racist and just willfully ignorant. And he has done so much at this point that even if you like him politically, the things that he says about people are not okay. Like, put aside politics for a second. He made fun of a reporter who had a disability. And there's videos. This is not just me saying these things. There are videos of him making fun of disabled people. So it's like beyond the political situation of it all. How could you support someone who literally makes fun of people with disabilities on videos and thinks it's funny? So that to me is a no-go. So I posted on my Instagram story, I was like, if you support Trump still in 2020, I don't need you following me. So a couple of people unfollowed me, and I'm very happy about it because I don't need that kind of negativity on my account where I go to escape from the negativity, because politics is every day in America. It's every day in my major. My major, of course, you guys know, is philosophy. It is everything political ties into philosophy. And so I was like, I just can't deal with having that negative on my Reborn account. So I deleted a couple people and told people just to stop. If you still support him, just don't follow me. I can't do it. I just can't. I can't see him. His face just makes me mad. That's horrible to say, but Trump's face just makes me mad. So, yeah. I'm sorry I had to go on a rant about that, but that just happened today, so I'm a little mad about that because I just couldn't believe that post, that meme that lady posted was just so mean. Um Mean spirited, but let me catch up on the comments. Agree. Don't stand for racism either. Crack me up, good friend. Bernie Sanders. I had to delete Instagram, getting weird people requesting friendship. Exactly, yes. I don't either, but to each his own. If you're in a reborn community, just be polite, positive, supportive of everyone. Don't shame anyone. Teach others instead of bash. I'm Hispanic, so I understand. I'm non-prejudice. I get off the wall comments. I don't get political on my doll account, but I don't tolerate intolerance. I don't understand either racism. Yeah, yeah. Both of my sons are disabled. No one is deserves to have their handicap made up. Exactly. Even like that's what I'm saying. Even if you just ignore the politics of it all, if someone's willing, it says a lot about someone if they're willing to make fun of disabled people. Um, and that's that. So yeah, that happened today, and I was already annoyed with people, and then I saw that lady posting stuff like that, and I was like, I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. So I personally don't really have anyone I'm supporting in this campaign because, honestly, I think all of American politics right now is a hot mess of corruption, and it's just not great. And I said that on my Instagram as well. I said that it's not that the Democrats are without corruption. It's the whole system is kind of our whole democracy is kind of messed up right now. Basically, is what I'm saying. And so it's beyond it all. Yeah, I'm disabled, so it's very degrading. Exactly. I don't stand for that, especially on my positive, mostly positive accounts. I don't want to deal with it. But yeah, so that happened today, right before Valentine's Day. Sharing the love, if you know what I mean. Gotta share that love, you guys. Anywho, I hope you guys have been having a great week. I've been super busy. Like I was finishing up Bean painting. So that's what I've been basically doing when I get home from class. So on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, I have I have class pretty late. So I would come home too late to really make a video or want to make a video or want to go live. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, my last class ends at 6:15, but then I still have to take the bus back home. So it takes me a little while to get back and shower and everything. And then on Wednesdays, my last class doesn't end until 9:30. So I get home super late. But yeah. How's school going? Pretty good. I had my first anatomy exam on Wednesday, which was yesterday. God, it feels like it was so long ago. Yesterday, and it actually, I think I did really well. It, knock on wood, it seemed super easy, you guys. Like I studied my butt off for that exam, so it seemed really easy. Like there was maybe I think one or two questions that I might have gotten wrong, but in the grand scheme of it, each question was only worth like 2 points. So, you know, I'm expecting that I got an A unless I like really messed up and I'm confident for no reason. But I'm pretty confident that I did okay. But yeah. Hello, Lori. Um, but I haven't had any other like exams yet. Only that class because the most of the classes that I have now are my major philosophy, and we don't have like exams. Our quote unquote exams are actually papers, and we only have a couple of those. Working on it is all almost done. Okay, scores. And wake up. I remember those late days in college. I love school, but I didn't. I don't mind the late nights because for the most part, I mean, I stay up pretty late regardless. Like I'll be up tonight. Gosh, I don't even want to tell you guys how late I stay up, but that's because I'm just kind of a night person anyway, so it doesn't seem late for me. Like I'll probably be up at least until 1 a.m. today. Um, but that's just how my body works. And besides, I still get enough sleep technically. Enough sleep is, over 7 hours, and I get probably around 8 to 9 hours of sleep every night. So it's not that bad. I mean, I still get up and go to class, obviously. Throughout my whole time in college, my whole time in high school through college, I've only missed a few classes. Even in high school, I think I had perfect attendance. I was the kid that would go to school sick, and the only time I wasn't like in class is if I would have a doctor's appointment. But even still, I would go to school and then leave for the doctor's appointment, so I wouldn't miss a whole day of school. Um, I like school. I'm a nerd. I love school. I love learning. I feel like if I miss a class, I'm missing out something. Unless it's a class that they post things online, then maybe I'll miss the class. But I don't miss a whole day of school, if that makes sense. I love school. So do I have problems that I want to forget? That's fair. When are finals? Finals. It our finals week is, I think, the first week of May this year. I think. Shoot, I wish I had 8 hours of sleep a night. I don't know how it happens. I get 8 hours. I usually, well, sometimes I toss and turn, but for the most part, I sleep pretty well. Join us is when I say sure I can do doll stuff to relax. I'm up all night and sleep most of the day. I went to an excellent college, but it was a very bad area, so nights were not my favorite. We actually that does concern me because I'm small, and I'm in a predominantly white school area, so we have had a couple problems with racism on campus. So it's a little concerning sometimes at night, but we do have the bus that runs on pretty late, and then when the bus stops running, we have this thing called Safe Ride, which is exactly what it says. They'll take you from point A to point B anywhere on campus as long as you're going somewhere on campus. It's like a van that'll pick you up, and it's kind of like a carpool thing. So it'll pick you up and a couple other people, and it'll drop you off at your dorm or wherever you're going on campus. If you need to go to the library late at night, it'll take you there. So we do have resources to get around safely at night, which is very good and very comforting to have. But I know not all schools have that. I think it's a relatively new thing. Yeah, so that's pretty good. It's pretty good to have that. Yeah, otherwise I wouldn't probably not want to have night classes, especially with my 9:30 class because the bus stops running at 9:30 to go to my dorm. So if the class runs over, because it's a philosophy class, and the first portion, like the first hour of the class, we discuss a reading. In the last 2 hours of the class, we watch a movie and then discuss that. So sometimes the movie will run longer, and the class will go past 9:30, and in that case I have to rely on the Safe Ride. So I'm glad we do have that. Otherwise, oh my gosh, I would be so nervous because I have anxiety anyway. I always think something bad's going to happen regardless. So if I was sitting outside like alone at like 10, 11 o'clock at night out here, because it gets real dark out here, and even on campus, like we should probably have more lights, but it gets real sketchy. So I'm glad we do, have resources. I get 4 or 5 hours of sleep. I don't know how you do that. I just gotta get comfort zone. So I have to go. Oh, okay, we'll see you. Thanks for joining me for a little bit. We sleep in 5 a.m. Atlantic. We didn't have that, but then again, I graduated 20 years ago, feeling very old. Yeah, it's a new thing, I think, a newer thing. Hi, Astral Wolf Jenny. Yeah, so that is a newer thing as far as I'm concerned. I don't think even when I think gave we gave our like when went on a tour here originally, I don't think they talked about having that. So I don't know if they had it at that point or not yet. And that was what, 4 years ago? Because that was before I applied. I'm trying not to miss any big bald spots. It's kind of hard when there's hair everywhere. That's why I have this little toothbrush to brush the hair out of my way. I have insomnia. Have you tried? I'm assuming you've tried like melatonin. That's what I would always find very very helpful was melatonin. And sometimes when I really really couldn't sleep, they don't recommend you doing this, but I would mix melatonin and Benadryl, and that would knock me out for a good solid hour. Like one time I took it and I slept for 14 hours straight. And I didn't realize it. You know. Um, Hi Jen, how are you? Working on Bean's little hair. Done 2 sections already. Didn't work. Oh man, I'm sorry. Yeah, insomnia sucks. It happened. I used to have insomnia when I was younger, and since really getting into college, I tend to get real tired and fall asleep at some point. Even if it's late, I'll end up falling asleep, which is, I'm glad. Watch me not be able to sleep tonight. Watch me say that, and I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight. Luckily, tomorrow is Friday anyway. So as far as plans tomorrow, me and my best friend, we're not really doing much. I think we'll maybe go out to eat somewhere, but mostly we're going to Big Lots because you know that's what we like to do for fun. We're boring. We're really boring. Um, yeah, I need to go to Big Lots because I need to buy some sheets for my bed. And Big Lots, by the way, has the cheapest sheets for king size beds. I put my two beds together. If you some of you might know, so I actually don't have a twin size bed like most college students. I have a king size bed, and you would think Walmart sheets are the cheapest. Nope, it's Big Lots. Big Lots all the way. I have bad headaches and seizures. Oh, your medicine keeps you up. Man, that really sucks. I'm sorry. Bye, angels. Are we? Have fun watching Jeopardy with your mom. Yeah, so we're very boring. We go shopping. We'll go to like I'll have to take you shopping with us one day, but we go to like the little bit of shops that we do have here and just see what they have cuz sometimes they'll have different things. A lot of times it's the same thing because no one will buy them because there's not enough people here to buy everything sometimes. Um so I'll have to take you out with us one day when it's not like gross and raining. Um but tomorrow is supposed to be pretty cold up here, which is I'm happy about because it's February and it should be pretty cold. It's supposed to be cold in February in the mountains, but yeah, so it's supposed to be pretty cold tomorrow. So we're just gonna go to Big Lots so I can buy some sheets because they have, like I was saying, they have the bed in the bag thing, which is like it comes with a comforter and all the pillow sheets and everything. And it's $30. So for king size, if you guys have been uh, sheet shopping, you know that is really really cheap for king size beds. Um, yeah, that's super cheap and it's good quality. Like it's not even like it doesn't feel cheap. I love my sheets. They're like microfiber. They're really nice. But yeah, so I need to get another set so I don't have to keep washing my sheets every week, and I can just switch out a set because when I need to wash my sheets, I have to use two washing machines because the sheets are so big. I came up with names from the twin. Lily and Lex. Oh, those are really cute names. I really like those. I have a normal life. I don't party. I'm a simple and down to earth. See, I want. Do we have a Dollar General? I'm actually not sure. We have a Dollar Tree. I'm not sure about Dollar General. Things are kind of like weirdly like spread out here. Like we have a couple shops that are close to the campus itself, and then we have some shops that are like on the outskirts. It's and I don't go out there much because buses take forever to get there, and especially when I'm available is usually on weekends, and on the weekends a lot of the buses don't run, which is weird. But yeah, some of the buses don't run on the weekends, which is real annoying. So which is why we're going to Big Lots tomorrow instead of Saturday because the bus that goes to Big Lots doesn't run on Saturdays. So but yeah, that's my Valentine's Day plans. Being single, there's not much to do on Valentine's Day other than to wallow in self-hatred. So instead, I'm going to Big Lots. I might, if I'm feeling sad, which chances are I probably will feel sad tomorrow, I'll probably go to Old Navy. Um, just because Old Navy is my happy place. I talked about this in my last live, I think. But yeah, so I'll probably go to Old Navy, sitting there and feel better. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna treat. I feel like treating myself. I sold Cupid, so I have a little extra money. So I get paid tomorrow as well. So I think I'm gonna treat myself just a little bit. I think it's worth treating myself. I just have to get back here at a normal time. Grocery deliver is fabulous. Oh yeah, grocery. Well, what you can do at Walmart's if you have a Walmart near you, you can order your stuff online and then you can go to the Walmart and pick it up for free, which is pretty cool. Um, yep, Old Navy and IKEA. Yeah. So I think I'll end up treating myself tomorrow or something. Just so I'm sure I'm gonna be even sadder though being out and about because there's gonna be so many couples being all PDA and gross. It's see funny. It's funny. I PDA is only gross when you're not involved in it. But yeah, so I'm sure there's gonna be a bunch of couples out tomorrow. But and it's just gonna be me and my best friend looking like ugh. But I'll treat myself. Do something for myself. Be nice to myself. Because if you're not going to be nice to yourself, no one else is going to be nice to you. You got to be nice to yourself first. Love yourself first. So I'm working on that though. It's easier said than done. Most definitely easier said than done. I would go to a movie, but I don't think there's really any good movies out. I don't really keep up with the movies because I'm cheap and I usually don't like to pay for the movie theater. Movie theaters are so overpriced; it's absolutely ridiculous. So usually I'll like wait till the movie comes out or something on like Netflix or Hulu, something. But usually, yeah, I don't go to movie theaters usually, um, unless there's something I just can't wait to see, or something that'll be nicer to see in a theater. We also have $2 theaters on campus, so sometimes I'll wait for things to come out and wait for them to show it in the dollar theater. So I might check out and see what's playing on a dollar theater tomorrow, because they also have popcorn there, but everything's way cheaper. So yes, Cupid was oh my god, selling Cupid was a hot mess. I had to sell. You guys will not believe how cheap I ended up selling Cupid. It was cheaper than I wanted. I sold her for 165 and that included shipping. But it was fine because it made the lady who bought her really happy, and I did still get a little bit of profit from Cupid because I didn't pay for her kit. The kit was a gift from me from another artist to get practice on and to make some money off of. So I didn't pay for Cheyenne's kit itself. So I did still, even though I spent money, getting the body, the eyes, and the little stuff to send her away with, I did still make a little bit of profit. So that was fine. And like I said, the lady who got her is actually in North Carolina. So she got her, I shipped her out. What day was that? Tuesday, I think. And she got her Wednesday. So she got her the very next day. Um, so she's very, very happy. She really loves Cupid. So, yeah, it all worked out. I didn't make as much as I wanted to with her, but she wasn't perfect. Her eyes were kind of weird, and she was alternative baby. So I'm just grateful that she did sell in time for Valentine's Day. For her to stay relevant was my big deal of wanting to sell her as quickly as I could because she was Cupid. So yeah, she did sell. Being single at my age is great. I enjoy my singleton status. I don't enjoy being single only because I'm a person who likes to give a lot of love, and um I you can there's only so much love you can give to your friends without it being weird. Like it, I'm a kind of person who likes affection, and like I don't know, it's different. It's different. You can't like male friends. You can't be affectionate with your male friends like that. Otherwise, it's kind of considered gay or whatever you want to call it. So there's a line there that you can't cross as far as being too affectionate with male friends, or I do have some female friends, but it's different. It's like it's not romantic love. There's difference, and I'm missing that romantic love. I love being in love. Sonic is out. I have not even heard of that being a thing, so I'd have to look into that. By QP Furry, but he said no. Oh, I'm sorry. Ex still lives in my house, and we're best friends who raise our kids, so I told him to make Cupid my thing, but he had bills. I understand. Yeah, I lived with my ex for I think 6 months after we broke up, and it was bad because we broke up on really bad terms. But that's life, If you still have to live with somebody, you have to deal with it. So I'm glad you guys are doing really well though with that. I love dollar movies. I used to take my kids there all the time. Dollar movies are so much better because it's about the same thing, and it's just you see it a little bit later than other people, but it's still nice. Depending on the dollar theater that you go to, of course. Um, yeah, she got it. She did get a really good deal because she got everything with she got everything with her as well. Black person with yeah. So, oh gosh, yes, I am. I root in my bed. I don't know if that's weird to people, but I tried rooting at my desk for the first time for like the first doll I did, and it was so uncomfortable. So now I just root in my bed because I can like I'm sitting, but I'm like splayed out, and it's just easier on my joints. I sound so old when I say that, but it is. It's like easier on my hips and easier sitting like on my bed and rooting than it was trying to sit up in a chair for hours. Because when I start rooting, I root for hours and hours and hours. I'll root for like 6 hours straight, watching movies and like listening to music and not even notice that time is going, because there's something so like rhythmic. It's really really tedious, but there's something like when you start rooting, there's like it's like when you get into your rhythm, it's like I don't know, it's just so satisfying as you see the hair filling in. And so yeah, I would get super uncomfortable sitting in the chair, but now sitting in my bed, I can do this for hours, and I'll probably do it all night. I'll probably root all night and have quite a few sections done tonight alone. um like I said, I did these two sections already, but I did these two sections in between classes, and so I did that pretty quickly. But Bean's head is pretty small because Bean is 16 inches. So I'm hoping it won't take too long. I call myself a recycled teenager. I try to have fun despite health issues. I feel like I never had teenage years. I know that sounds really sad, but like I have said several times, I moved out when I was 17. And but before that, I was already responsible for myself in so many ways. Like I won't get into all the like personal business of it, but I was already very, very responsible for myself. Um, and I had been from a young age. So I feel like I never had teenage years. Not that I really wanted to, because I find the whole kind of things that teenagers and young folks do kind of boring, pointless. Thank you. It's a struggle at times to really make it work and respect each other. That's what it's all about, respecting. I sorry I had to step away to meet a real quick a Dolly friend. Oh, well, that sounds fun. Meeting with people. I root in my bed or recliner too. Yeah, it's just nice. In bed doesn't hurt. Doesn't that hurt back and hands? Curious the way you learn. Um, so I don't know. Like for me, the way I hunch over, it's like I'm bracing myself with my elbows so it doesn't hurt that much. Like my back doesn't hurt that much. Sometimes my neck will hurt and I'll take a break, but and then go like right back to it. But usually even my neck doesn't hurt when I'm rooting at this angle. And my hands don't hurt either because of how I hold it is like this on the head. And it's kind of just like holding a pencil but like stabbing. I don't know if that made any sense, but so it doesn't really hurt me that much. I found the way to make it so it's what works for you really, and as long as you're still getting the hairs in at a proper angle, then I say do what works for you, what's comfortable for your body. For me, this is the most comfortable way I have found rooting. But then again, like I said, that might change. I'm still very, very new at rooting. Um, Maybe over time it'll get like my back and body will be like, nope, let's do another way. Um, Seems like rooting is a practice in mindfulness. Yeah, exactly. I'm so old, my body would be like, nope, you gotta move. Yeah, I'm expecting like my body eventually will get tired of me being in this position as years go by. But I mean, what's the point? Our bodies get tired eventually anyway. That's just human nature. We get our bodies give up on us. So I'm gonna do it like this while I'm young and probably have to modify it as I get older. But yeah, right now it's pretty comfortable for me. I'm like hunched over, but I'm bracing myself on my lap. So it's not too bad for me. Oop, just broke a needle. I need to wait for this section, I guess, to heat up a little bit more, warm up a little bit more. Oh, Emily, you haven't really missed much. I was just chatting about, Valentine's Day and love and et cetera, et cetera. Although I think it is really amusing to watch people get into like relationships just for Valentine's Day. I think that's always funny because then they break up right after and you're just like, yep, saw that coming. Why not just like, I don't know, at that point, why don't you just go on a date instead of like getting in a relationship? People are funny. Young people are funny. Like I don't know if you guys heard of this, but there's this thing that the kids these days, like I'm not one of them. Uh, they say cuffing season, which is when it's getting colder during like the wintry months. People want to get in relationships more, so they have someone to like spend their indoor time with, and they call it cuffing season. And I always thought it was so funny. Um, of a concept to get into a relationship with someone because you're cold or you just want someone to occupy your indoor time with. It's funny to me. But yeah, my body's like snap, crackle, pop. I mean, yeah, that's what happens as time goes by. Our bodies tend to not like us after a while. I call it our bodies being disrespectful. Rooting is my next. I've doing several times. I think Valentine's Day is so overrated. I think the concept of Valentine's Day is really sweet. However, it's been taken over by companies so much now that it's just another way for money to be made, and I think it takes away from the like original, feeling good of it, of sharing love. And now, since it's so, like, I guess, commercialized, it's become only about romantic love, which I think is the sad part, and it makes it hard for other people who aren't in relationships to enjoy it, or people who are in relationships but don't have the kind of relationship where they want to go out on Valentine's Day. Lots of wasted money. Yes, yes, just another. Yep, I agree. Yep. Also, good point, Jessica. Love someone every day instead of. I think I also talked about this my last live. Instead of just on Valentine's Day, love is all the time. True love is all the time. But what do I know? I'm only 20. But you guys, I'm gonna be 21 in April, and It's like it's weird to me because sometimes I have these like moments where I dissociate, and I like it really blows my mind that it's 2020. It really does. Um, it's just so weird to me that it's 2020. I don't know if anyone else goes through that where like they don't realize it's the year that it is, and then when I do, it's just like, what? Like, I wrote down 2016 the other day on my notebook, and I was like, well, that's not right. uh, so yeah, my mind's still in 2016 apparently. um, so that's fun. I'm a little behind in years. I'm just about finishing up this little section on the back of the head. It would be sad if people were only romantic on special days. Exactly. One more. Turning 16. Yep, I'll be 21 April 12th. I almost forgot my birthday there for a second. That's Easter, by the way, this year, Easter Sunday. So, yeah, this year I'll be having someone who's already 21 buy me a drink beforehand, because everything here in the South, I don't know if it's different other places, everything here in the South closes on Easter Sunday. So I'm sure like everything will be closed, all the bars and stuff. And I think the ABC store closes anyway on Sundays, so wouldn't even matter regardless. But I think everything's gonna be closed here. I can't remember last year how it was like on Easter, because I think I left Easter last year, so I don't remember if everything actually closed down. Where did I go last year? I think I went to visit my mom in Charlotte last year. Can't remember. 50 in March. Oh, what day in March? My mom's birthday is March 5th. She'll be 51 this year. That's smart but sad because you can't get it the first time yourself. Well, yeah, it's fine, but the thing is, I don't think they would allow me to get it anyway because I don't look my age. I feel like even if I showed them my card, they would think it's a fake ID. So I don't know if they would even give it to me in the first place. Unless they have like one of those license scanning thingies. I don't know. I just feel like they're not going to believe me anyway. They'll be like, nope, that's definitely a fake ID. And I'm just like, no, no, can't you tell that I'm a little dead inside because I've been in college for 3 years? Can't you tell that I'm definitely the age I say? So, I don't know. March 7th. Oh, it's hard. I think it's hard to believe too. I look a lot younger than I am. I used to drive my daughter crazy when she was a teenager because God taking her little sister. March 5th is a good day. Um, yeah. Yeah, I think it's funny. So I have a aunt, I have several aunts. I have 5 aunts total. That's on my mom's side, by the way. My mom is the oldest of 10, and uh, so her birthday is exactly, she and her sister are exactly 1 year, 1 month, 1 week, and 1 day apart. I always think that's so funny. When I calculated that and I realized that, I thought it was so funny. I was like, that wasn't planned at all, but it's hilarious. So yeah, 1 year, 1 month, 1 week, 1 day apart is when their birthdays are. So um yeah, I don't get all that time, but I do. I do. I still get carded at bars, and I feel like that's gonna happen to me. I'll be getting unless like when I eventually go to med school. I'm assuming that'll take a lot of years off of me, the sheer stress. So maybe I'll age like Obama did during his presidency. He started off looking so young, and it aged him real quick. The stress of the job, you know. I'm assuming that'll happen to me. Just the sheer stress of med school, which is fine with me. I could use a couple years age. That'd be great. I just want to look at my age. That's all. I feel like I'm about to break this needle because it's going in at a weird angle. It doesn't. Sometimes, like when I'm rooting, it doesn't like the angle, even though this is the angle I have to go in at because of where I'm turning the corner, so to say. For the same day, but two different parents in the sick year turns 7 year birthday. It's a compliment to be carded. I was born on my mom's birthday, November 14th. My child was on the 13th. We knew what my parents did on Valentine's Day. Oh, that's so awkward. No, no, thank you. I do know I was planned. My brothers, on the other hand, were not planned. Haha, that's what they get. I was definitely planned. My brothers and I have different dad. They have the same dad, but their dad died, I think, shortly before I came into existence, or right after I was born. So they had already broken up, but he died really young. My brother's dad. I think he was 33. Their dad. So I would no. My mom would have been so mad if I was born on her birthday. Let me tell you, she loves having her. She does this. I don't know if anyone else's parents does this, but my mom has a whole birthday week, and she will not let you forget that her birthday is coming up. And she acts like she hasn't been my mom my entire life. So the other day I was helping her fill out a form, and she was like, "You know my birthday, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course I know your birthday. Like, like you've been my mom this whole time, and you've had the same birthday my whole life." So it was so funny to me. I was like, "Of course I know your birthday." Although, you know what's funny about my mom? She forgot my 16th birthday, by the way. She thought it was her sister's birthday, which is the April 13th, when mine is April 12th. And I was so mad. I was like, "How do you forget the day that you gave birth to an entire person?" Like I was so mad at her. I was like, "How are you going to forget the day you gave birth?" Like that's kind of, I don't know, doesn't that kind of stick with you? You know, that whole thing that happened to your body that day. I was so mad. I was like, "How you forget my birthday? Shame on you." Yeah, she thought it was the next day. I had an option to have my daughter on my birthday, but I told them, "Nope, not sharing." You better induce me now. At her 4 days before mine got out of the hospital on my day with her. Yeah, no, my mom would have been very mad if I came early on her birthday. She would have been so mad. My aunt was already mad that I came a day before her birthday, and she won't let it go. She still is like, "I can't believe you just had to be born on the day before my birthday," because of course on her birthday that year everyone was at the hospital coming to see me. So she was a bit mad, but and she still won't let it go. But she now a lot of times we actually spend our birthdays together. Like we'll celebrate either on her birthday or my birthday together. Sometimes we'll So it's nice having um we call ourselves birthday buddies. It's nice having a birthday buddy sometimes. But she was so mad that I was born so close to her birthday. My aunt. It's not as bad as my other like okay, so I have my aunt, one of my aunts and my other aunt, they share the exact well not the exact. They share the same birthday but different years, so they're a year apart, exactly a year apart. Um and every time one does something and the other does something, they always say, "Well, now you're copying me just because you were born the same day as me." So I could be in that situation. My aunt better be happy I wasn't exactly born to her birthday. Um, it's April 8th. I like being born in that. December 8th, December 12th. Oh, my birthday is January 31st. That's a fun birthday. Family seems funny. I have to go shower. Oh, okay. Bye, Emily. Yeah, my family is a hot mess, you guys. My family, a lot of personality. They really are something else. I keep telling, I've always said that my family, which is I'm talking about the ones that I actually, see for the most part is my mom's side. And like I said, she's the oldest of 10. And I always tell my nana that they need because my nana's a character too. I always tell my nana that they need their own like we need our own reality show. I think we would be much more fun to watch than the Kardashians, but that's just my opinion. We're not super rich, but my nana's still pretty well off. But it's like I think watching my family interact because of all the personality and all the drama of having a large family, I think it would be so funny. I think it would be so amusing to watch my family interact. They are a hot mess. I'm trying to make sure I'm keeping these lines straight because, like I said, I've never done a swirl before, so I'm trying to keep all the lines drawn on with this chalk so I don't mess up. I'm about to get to the swirl section in a little bit, but I'm trying to work my way around the head. A lot of people start in the back and go towards the front. I don't know. Bye, Lori. Thanks for chatting and catching up with me. Yeah, most families are hot messes. Yes. Um, bye, Barry Marybeth. Hope your phone charges nice and good for you. Have a good night. Yeah. What time is it, guys? Oh, it's 8:03. That's not bad. I'll stay live for a little bit longer and then I'll go off and really focus on rooting. I just want to at least get through this section on live. So it's not going to be, she's not going to be, or she or he, whatever you guys end up, whatever Bean ends up being for whoever wins. Um, Bean will not be like, I don't consider this my micro rooting because there are like probably some of the sections have like more than 2 hairs per hole, but that's okay because this is mostly in the like bottom back section that'll have more than more than 2 holes in it, more than 2 hairs, so you won't probably notice it. But I'm not going to call this my micro rooting because my micro rooting is like 1 to 2 hairs and it would take me forever, and it definitely wouldn't be done this weekend probably if I did it that way. So I'm trying to, it'll still look nice, but it won't be as nice as like how I did June probably. Meant to ask on last live, what's the tattoo on your arm of? So I have 3 tattoos on my arms. I have six, I think 6 tattoos total. I have 3 on my arm. So I have the mountain right here. I have, I don't know if it's like it's a winter's tree right here. That was my first tattoo. I got that when I was 16. In Maryland, you can get a tattoo with a parent's permission at 16. And then I have another tree right here. It's a redwood on my shoulder. And then I have, I think, 3 on my legs. I have the count in my head because I forgot. I got a new one last year's, or was it early? No, it was last year. I love getting tattoos. So my mom's side of the family are from Puerto Rico. Talk about expressive. I got my Spanish half hillbilly. That's amazing. I love that. He's wonderful. Thank you. Yeah, I hope whoever wins him loves him or her or whatever they decide, because I think Bean really could be either. Bean is one of the kits that I see as really could be either. This Bean in particular, I see more of boy, but I tend to see boy in a lot of the dolls that I paint. But maybe I'm thinking with hair, this Bean will actually look more like a girl. But really, it doesn't matter, does it? It's a doll. It doesn't really matter. You can dress it whatever you want. Almost done with this little section in the back of the head, you guys. I haven't just been talking, I promise. I've been rooting this whole time. I think Bean is a boy. See, that's the thing. Bean was actually sculpted, I think, to be a girl, because Denise Pratt is the sculptor of Bean, and Denise Pratt sculpted a belly plate to go with Bean, and it's a female belly plate. So I think Bean was supposed to be a girl, like the sculpt itself, but obviously it doesn't matter. It's whatever you see it as, really. But a lot of babies are like that. They look just like a baby, you know. I mean, I'd keep the name Little Bean too. All right, bye, Reborn Doll Collective. Dinner's a good idea. Food is always good to go eat. Yeah, Bean is such a cute name for a kit, especially a little preemie kit. Bean is a really cute name. Little Bean. That's okay. So I'm starting to work around the swirl portion. So let me think about this, how I'm going to do this. Okay, so that goes that way. I'm trying to follow my mapping. This is the first time I mapped a swirl and I was happy with it. So that's pretty cool. Now it's executing it that a little concerned about. Okay. I think that'll do this part of the swirl. Directional rooting is hard. I think this is what I'm doing is directional rooting. And it is not a joke, you guys. It is like very technical geometry type. You got to know where you're trying to go and where you want the hairs to flow, and I don't know. It's complex. Okay, let's see. And I'm constantly drawing my... Let me turn off the light on here so I can see where my pattern is. That's why I purchased Reborns. I would be patient in making them. Yeah, it's not... Yeah, it's just... I've never done this swirl before, so I'm trying to make sure I'm staying where I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm confusing myself a little bit with this. Hold on. Let me redraw my lines. That'll be helpful to figure out what I'm doing. What did I do? See, I think I accidentally erased a line with my finger, and now I don't know where... What on earth did I do? Let me see. So it goes around that way. It goes like this. It goes like that. I think Oops. I think it goes. I'll have to relook at my plans that I had originally from like the thumbnail. Because at some point I accidentally merged two lines. But that's not important for this section right here. So I'll finish up this section, then I'll go off live and figure out what I did to poor Bean's rooting pattern. I want to learn how to make a reborn so badly, but I have no artistic skills at all. My baby will look like Chucky. See, you don't know that though. Some people are good at reborning, but aren't good at any other art form. I've met a couple people like that. So I guess you wouldn't know unless you tried. Like, for sure, you wouldn't know, but yeah, some people aren't good at anything else but reborning when it comes to art. And I just think that's so funny. Because to me, it's one of the highest forms of art. Creating a lifelike doll is one of the, I think, highest form of artwork. Mimicking life. It's not an easy task, you know. Which is why those prototype dolls go for so much money. The closer you get to a true imitation, you know. I've brought 2 blank kits, but haven't afford paint yet. I don't know if you saw, but I did make a video about the ways that I was able to afford things. So I think those tips are quite helpful for situations where you can't afford the full price of paints. Looking on the secondhand market is the best way to go about things, especially buying paints, because a lot of people are switching over to air dry paints. So if you're going to use heat set paints, it's not hard to find someone who's getting rid of their paints. Finishing up this section. When I finish up this section, I will go off live so I can focus on what I messed up, what I erased, shall I say, because where I'm holding the head is kind of near where the swirl is. So I think when at some point my finger erased, because I'm using chalk. I don't like using, like, some people use Prismacolor to map. I don't like doing that because I'm scared that it's gonna stay, and I don't want pencil marks underneath the hair. Not a fan of that. So some people, I think, use fabric markers, which also scares me, like the ones that you use to mark where you're gonna cut on fabric, and apparently it washes off. But I really don't trust that at all. I do not want to stain a doll. So right now I use chalk, just cheap little white chalk. But like I said, the con with that is I have to keep drawing the lines, unless I memorized where the plan would start and end. Like when I do the simple, like the other 2 dolls, like I've done the simple rooting pattern, I don't need really the lines. I know where I'm rooting. It's kind of just from the center down, so that I haven't really needed much of lines for, except for maybe the hairline. So that doesn't pose too much of an issue. So it's really become an issue with this swirl pattern. Almost done with this section, you guys. But yeah, let's see. Can we catch up? A beautiful form of arts. I'm excited to try my hand. I watched your video and I love it. It makes things so much cheaper. What can you use for glass beads? Yes, I did. I did mention that in the video. I get mine glass beads. I found them cheapest on eBay. There's a specific seller. I can't remember her name. I think it's linked on that video. So if you are interested, but she's the cheapest that I found, and she ships really quickly, and her shipping is free in the U.S. I don't know if it's free anywhere else, but it is free shipping in the U.S. It's much cheaper than Bountiful Baby. It's much cheaper than like the major doll companies. Their glass beads are, I think, $2 per pound on average. Hers is much cheaper than that. I think, maybe not. I No. I got like 16 pounds for I think $30 or something like that. Maybe $27. I can't remember exact price. But that's with free shipping, so it's a lot cheaper than if you got glass beads from Bountiful Baby, for example. Hello, April. Hello, Ron. Ron. I'm back. I'm actually about to go off live pretty soon after I finish this section, so I could focus. Aquarium glass, no, you can't use aquarium glass. Um, it's not the same. It's oh god, what is the word I'm looking for? It's like it's not the same. Is all I could say. It's not fine enough um, for reborns. What kit is this? Oh, this is the Bean. That is the giveaway baby. I've decided to do full rooted hair on Bean, so I'm starting at the back. So I've got the light on. That's warming the head for me to root. All right, bye, Jessica. It's good chatting with you. Yeah, I'm gonna go soon as well as soon as I finish this. But this one section doesn't it's like it's not warmed up enough because it's kind of harder here. Or it could be the vinyl. Like I said, this vinyl has been giving me issues this entire process of reborning it. I don't know what it is about this doll. Just didn't want to be painted, and now it kind of doesn't want to be rooted. Yeah, the aquarium stuff is not good. It's definitely not quality that you would want in an expensive doll. And then some people back when reborning first started, people would use sand. Sand is not good either because, as it turns out, sand retains moisture from the air and gets moldy. So then you have moldy dolls. So if you ever seen someone who put sand in their dolls, do not buy that doll. It will get moldy. How much would you charge for shipping if it's assembled? Bean? Bean, I would have to buy the body for Bean, and then I would have to buy some glass beads because I think I'm running out. So it'd probably be at least $25 and plus then shipping. So that's why I'm saying it would be so much easier just to send it unassembled, and you can get the supplies yourself. And when you're ready to get the body, you know, because the body also costs money because you are not only paying for the body itself, which is not that bad, but you have to pay for the shipping for the body. Lots of costs go into a assembled doll that people don't realize. So what I'm going to give advice for the person who does win is to wait till the bodies go on sale for Bean, and that way at least you save some money. And then I'm going to send them to where you can get just a couple of pounds of glass beads because you don't need that much to weight a preemie size reborn. So I'm going to send them to the place where I get glass beads, and they can get just like a couple pounds for like $10 maybe. So I'm going to try to help them out as much as I can, as much as they'll let me. But you know, people have to be extra. So I don't know. Whoever wins, I hope they're not mad. And when I again make them realize that it's coming unassembled, I'm not putting in the cost to send this baby assembled. I'm already putting in the time to fully root the hair. So that's all you're getting out of me. I'm not assembling this doll. I'm not waiting for the body because that's also another thing. I would have to wait a couple days to actually get the body, get the glass beads, and then assemble it and then send it out. And nope, I'm not doing that for this giveaway. I did all that for my last giveaway except the baby was bald, but I'm not doing that. Fish rocks, yeah, nope. can use cotton like fill. Um, if it's like stuff for like a pillow, yes. Like if it's like, I think Walmart has their own version of polyfill. But what I usually do, and I find it cheaper because of Michael's coupons. I go to Michael's and I get their polyfill because it's cheaper with coupons than it would be to get Walmart's brand of polyfill. If people get mad, then they are rude because you're kind enough. Yeah, I do feel like someone is going to get mad though, and oh, that's another thing. I did. This has always been a rule of my giveaways. If the person doesn't contact me, to claim the doll, I will draw another name. That happened with my miniature giveaway. I think it was my miniature doll. The girl didn't contact me. It had been over 24 hours, so I drew another name. That's just because I think it's unfair that if you know that a giveaway is ending, because I always tell people I give the date when the giveaway is ending. I would think if you entered a giveaway, you would be paying attention to when it ended, um, and would be on that person's channel looking. At least I would. If I enter a giveaway, I'm super excited. I want to know who won. I want to know if I won. So I stay around the channel looking if I know when the date is it's supposed to be announced. So I didn't care about her excuses because I was like, I told you when it was going to end. If you even thought you maybe had a chance, you probably should have been checking the channel. So yeah, I did end up drawing another name, and then she was a little upset with me that she had originally won, but she didn't claim the baby. So yeah, yeah, I thought it was fair. Like I said, I told people when it was ending. Same thing with this giveaway. So if the person whoever's name I draw, they don't contact me within that 24-hour period of whenever I draw the name, and I'll put the exact time when I draw the name. If they don't, contact me within that time, that's kind of on them. Within that 24 hours, I think it's only fair to everyone else who entered that if someone doesn't contact me within that time, that then again I will draw again, and then they get a chance. I think it's just fair. With at least that's how I feel about with my giveaways. You know. Yeah, if that's my thing as well. If they watch my videos, they should know when I'm drawing. If they paid attention at all, I think it would be fun to assemble it all from an artist. Because of this little like we're working together. Yes, see, I want to start doing more assembled kits because that way you can weight the doll how you want. Some people like heavier dolls, some people like lighter dolls, some people like the dolls to be floppy, and that way if I sell more assembled kits, you can and I can talk you through some of it. You can weight it how you want it yourself. Like you can put more weight in the head if that's how you want it to be. And I think it's nicer. Yeah. So I like the idea of assembled kits. A giveaway is a privilege, so should they all should be appreciated. And stay after the giveaways. Yeah, people people don't do that, as you know. I think what was it? My 500 subscriber or something giveaway. I lost a lot of subscribers after that because people were upset that they didn't win. After my last giveaway, it wasn't too bad. I think I only lost a couple, and then I got them back, of course. My 1,000 subscriber giveaway, I lost a couple of people, and then I got more subscribers anyway, so it was okay. But yeah, people get bitter when they don't win. Even though I do more giveaways, like it wasn't gonna be, obviously I'm working on a giveaway doll, so it's not like it was gonna be the last giveaway I ever do on my channel. So I never understood the point of unsubscribing, because then you won't know when the next giveaway is, and then it's like, well, what was the point of subscribing? I get if you don't like me, cool, but then if you don't like me, then don't enter my giveaways. Thank you. Like, don't do it. Don't be on my channel at all. Hello, Rose. I'll show you the reading in a second. I just want to finish this section. I like mine chunky. Same. I love heavy dolls. However, they're so they're so inconvenient. Heavy dolls like my Joseph, as you guys know and love. Leo is very heavy. He's got to be at least 9 pounds. So I don't take him out anywhere ever. He's just so heavy. Um, However, this weekend I'm also going to be painting my doll, my open-eyed kit, my Harlow kit for myself. I started her veins and one base coat of skin tone, so I'll be working on her this weekend as well. Really getting some work done on her. Ashley started my custom doll from her this past week. I think she did some base layers, or she's about to do some base layers on her. She's finishing up some other customs as well. So I'm very excited. Like you guys know, I've been saying I'm very excited to have her in my collection. I still haven't released the kit yet. So, but if you guys follow Ashley, by process of elimination, you probably know which one is mine that she's working on, because she did post the kits that are going to be for her next customs. So if you really want to know what kit she's painting for me, you can go onto Ashley's Facebook, which is Sweet Beginnings Reborn Nursery is her nursery page. So if you really want to know, it's one of the blank kits that she posted, and by process of elimination, you can figure out which one she's painting for me. um, but yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very excited because I love the kit that I chose. Um, I couldn't believe it when someone told me that. It was so sad. Yeah, people are, I enjoy the channel for the channel, not the giveaways. Yeah, people aren't always like that. Um, yeah, I am definitely keeping busy because during the weekend I started doing this thing where I will read, because with my major we read all the time, like all the time. All we do is read basically. So I'm doing my readings during the weekend so that during the week I'm not stressed out and I can focus on other things. Um, Karen, how do I enter the win this? I love the Watchmen gift the rainbow. So the giveaway video is on my channel and it explains everything about the giveaway. So it's from a month ago. So if you go back a month on my channel, you'll find the video and it's titled something giveaway. You'll see it. I use heat set paints. Hi P Davis. Yeah, I use heat set paints only. Much easier to work with. Plus, I feel like even though people are like, well, if you seal air dry babies correctly, they'll last as long as heat set. I doubt that's true because it's just not. It doesn't make sense to me how it could last this long because it's not in the vinyl. As much as heat set is, you're setting the paint into the vinyl itself. But air dry also, it's so tricky to get the right varnish. So you can make one mistake and not get the right varnish, and then the paints will still rub off even though you varnished it. So I don't like that also about air dry paints. It's so tricky to know if it will last as long as Genesis heat set paint dolls will. But I have a doll. She's not in my dorm, of course. If you've been around, she's not in my dorm. But I do have a doll that's technically part of my collection, and she's 15 years old, and she's painted with Genesis heat set paints, and she's barely she's really in really good condition. And like I said, she's 15, so that tells you about how long Genesis heat set paints can last. I'm sure she'll last longer still than that. She's in pretty good condition as well. And her hair's also in good condition as well. So, yeah, if rooted right, rooting should last a long time unless you're really rough with it. Hi, DD. I write my name down because I use Maximo. Yeah. I always know that it's not Mike because you're around my channel a lot. So, but other people, you got to keep telling them, no, it's not Michael. I mean, got this one little spot left in this section, and I'll show you guys what I've done so far. So I've got most of the back done already. I have one more little section on the back, and then I'll start moving to the side. I go around in a side, like I go around in a circle basically when I root, if that makes any sense. Some people, I've seen it weird, like people root what's the best way for them, but I've seen people like root from front to back. I don't understand how they do that because the hair gets in the way if you root from front to back. So I don't know how they do that without getting all the hair in their way, because that just seems like an extra thing, having hair in the where you need to root in the way. So I go around, like start in the back and then I go around the sides, and then front is usually like the last. That way also I'm not burnt out. Like when I get to the front, I'm usually kind of like renewed. So I'll take more caution in the front, so it's nicer in the front. Like more mono rooting will probably be in the front of this stall. Less pluggy. Because the back is the back, you know. Ain't nobody really looking at the back too much. Front is important. Okay. Last few hairs in this little section. And sometimes I go back and add in hairs if I find it's too thin for my liking. I like thick hair. I don't like the really sparse look. I don't feel like I can do it well enough yet, so I don't like to root sparsely yet. I'm not at that point where I feel like it looks convincing to root sparsely. It just looks like I left blank spots in the vinyl for me right now. But I don't know how people like do that sparse newborn hair look without it looking weird. It's true talent, I tell you that. I think this will do this for this section. I'm adding in some extra hairs right here for this section. Okay. Maybe let me brush it and see where the hairs are laying. This could use some more hair right here. It's all about brushing it aside, and sometimes I'll spray the hair to see how it looks when it's like wet. See how it's laying. But to see how it really looks, you have to turn off the light on the heat light, which is what I'm about to do. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying. I like Bean's cheek. I've only rerooted Barbie doll's hair. How would you do that? That seems hard. Glass and tile medium. I found that didn't work for me either. Is it hard to learn to root? Not really. I don't think so. It's just like I was saying earlier. It's just tedious. All right, so let's see. Bean, back of the head. Let me brush it out. So this is just the very back of the head that I finished. So it looks a little weird right now, but you can see where I've left off. So the swirl is going to start right there and go around. So I've started on part of the swirl at this point right here, and then it's going to go around, obviously. But yeah, I think that's where I'm going to leave off on live. But you can't really, it's not great lighting, so it kind of probably looks bad. But in person, it looks pretty decent. But yeah. So yeah, I've gotten a lot done today. This is all today. I just started rooting today, Bean. But yeah, so I'm gonna go off live and I'm gonna do some more rooting just so I can focus on getting the swirl pattern back where it was, because as you can see, it rubbed off. So I need to put it back on there. This little bean. I don't think I'm going to do eyelashes. I know that's weird, but I couldn't figure out how to do the eyelashes. I tried, and I don't want to put too many holes in the eyes area, the eye socket. So I'm not going to do eyelashes on Bean. Honestly, it's a preemie kit as well, so I don't think it really needs eyelashes, to be honest. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this little chat. I guess you guys will see me tomorrow because that's when I'll be announcing the winner. So please stick around, and I'll see you tomorrow evening, you guys. All right, bye everyone. Let me